to Comics in the Cross, the greatest streamers that you have never heard of. Are we the baddies? Possibly.
Are we the
Possibly.
baddies?
Yes.
I am.
Welcome to Book of Astra, session number 42. We are in the last chapter, folks. The last chapter, and we started last week after a long break as some new, in quotes, heroes. Maybe? No, not really. We're pretty bad. But we had a good session last week, and we're gonna continue as the characters that were introduced last week and see what happens. So
And don't worry, folks, your OG heroes will return next week, or well, actually 2 weeks from now. So
Yeah, we're not here next week.
because next week the Comics in the Cross crew will be getting together IRL. All of us, all of the crew, in person. So we're gonna definitely grab a pic of all of us because we have to, right? And we will share that on.
we have to
social medias.
pose as well.
So if you haven't followed us on any of our social medias or you're not in our Discord, do it because it's awesome. And
Make sure you
also
go
watch
check us out in TikTok before it gets banned.
Yep.
Yeah.
Watch
You got
all-
like 6 days.
Like,
or something like that.
you got like a week or something
Literally
before
literally
it
that
gets banned.
Sunday.
But guys, like Nitro said, last week we started our session off with not our original characters that we played from the start, but a brand new set of characters, soldiers, who were tasked at destroying a rebellion. Our soldiers went into town and they fought valiantly against soldiers who didn't seem really like soldiers. They wind up capturing the leader, who was revealed to be our old fan favorite friend, Drogbar, the parallel version of Drogar from our previous Andraja campaign. Unfortunately, after a long interrogation, the soldiers killed him.
Well,
Yep.
two of us did.
Yeah. I think half of the group was stunned. The other half were like, we're just doing our duty. They were then tasked
Were
with a colonel.
And then there's
they're-
Varrick. I
yeah.
like this.
They were tasked with the Colonel Bigsby, who is Captain Daisy's boss, to go to the town of Sunset to infiltrate, to gather as much information they can without causing a scene, and to destroy it. He gave Daisy a weapon, a device meant to level the town. We're going to pick up. You guys are on the road to Sunset. It's been a few days. There's no vehicles. You guys have been marching. As good soldiers do. You keep booking it. You keep walking the road to Sunset. Daisy, you have the device in your hand. You haven't let it go. You don't really trust after what happened. After the moral dilemma that you were just put in, you don't really trust anyone else with this device. And how are you feeling about it going in, destroying a town of innocents, as far as you know?
No. So, Captain Daisy Star, she's still very solid. She doesn't, wear her heart on her sleeves or anything. She's still very stoic. But in her mind, she's not wrestling or anything. It's not like a huge moral dilemma. She knows these are orders, that she's going to go in. There's going to be these rebels that are causing chaos and are disturbing the peace and breaking the rules. But there is a little seed of doubt of how in the world did Varrick get put in the military to do any sort of good after what she witnessed. Especially the fact that it seemed like there was no concern from her colonel or anything like that. And the lieutenant seemed completely fine with it too. She's questioning a little bit, but not too much. Just kind of like you said, just kind of on edge. Not really trusting anybody. Because now she's like, maybe that's not really what we do. But she also knows she is special, and these are hard times, so... Yeah.
Leading behind Captain Daisy Star is her second in command, Lieutenant Guerrero. Lieutenant, you pulled the trigger. What would be going through your mind as you're crossing this desert?
Definitely like following orders, like I did what I had to do because the higher up said what I had to do, and despite me being in second in command, I had to make a choice. It's not that he wouldn't be willing to hear out what is really going on, but it's ultimately orders. Orders have to be followed because otherwise, he doesn't know where he'd be at, or, like that's his livelihood. So, yeah.
Following the lieutenant are the three that had the most doubts about what's happening. So you guys, Mira, Azula, and Jim. This was brand new to you. You guys have never seen someone executed. This is your first taste of it. How are all of your characters feeling right now?
So, Corporal Jim is just taking his pistol and kind of taking it apart. As we're walking, he's just kind of taking it apart and putting it back together. Taking it apart and putting it back together, and he turns to Mira and says, "Is this how war is, normally? We just blow people's faces off?" Kind of takes his hat off and puts it on his chest.
No, not the type of war that you would think of in your head, stereotypically.
Do you know anything about the people that were supposed to be fighting?
I don't think so.
Am I gonna have to kill somebody? I mean, other than the people I killed last week? More additional people?
I wouldn't be surprised. In this line of work, you never know who's gonna end up at the end of the barrel of your gun.
How does one practice killing people without actually killing people?
You've never been through training?
Like
you a
I said,
soldier?
I was just really good at weaseling out of it. I'm a really good mechanic.
Oh, you're a mechanic.
Yeah, my buddy Vern kind of got me in there without having to do a whole lot. I didn't have to do any PT or anything like that. But he just got me in there good, where I had to, just fix the tractors and combines and the tanks and the vehicles and the ACs and the guns and basically everything.
Well, that's unfortunate for you, because I think you've found yourself in a bit of a situation where you are going to have to make a choice. And that choice will lead to whether you live or die.
That seems very intense.
I'm sorry, but after what I just witnessed, everything's intense. Just watch your back. I got your back if you got mine.
Sure.
Azula's walking behind them, kind of twirling her pistol in her finger and thinking to herself, man, that was kind of messed up, but also kind of cool.
You are literally, like, in a different universe. You thought that was cool?
I'm thinking to myself. I'm not saying this out loud.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's internal.
She can read
Oh,
minds.
okay.
I'm not sure.
I
So
missed that
shut
part.
up.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Azula just got that outward narration when she just narrates her whole life. Like, Azula was walking along thinking to herself how messed up that was, but also kind of cool.
Yeah, and she's thinking.
Oh, that's really
I don't
messed up.
know if I could have done that myself. If I would have had the drive to follow that order or not, and if I will have, the courage to disobey the orders if I don't feel it, if they're right or not.
Right according to who, though?
Again, I'm thinking to myself.
Exactly.
You're not
Just
hearing
pondering.
I
Shoot!
just totally
As
missed
You got
Jim
both of
saying
us.
that.
Jim says out loud, and everyone's like, "What the crap?"
Walking along in silence. But according to who? It's like,
And at the very back of the line, because everybody's kind of creeped out by him, so
It's what women want all over again.
they're creeped out. But he's behind for some reason. Even though Azula's supposed to be keeping an eye on him, he's behind. Is the
Oh, I have to keep an eye on.
oh yeah, is the bad Reverend Varrick.
Azula's not making it to sunset.
Well, I was twirling my pistol, so maybe it shoots him.
You would probably shoot yourself, honestly. Varrick, what's going on in your mind? Do we want to know what's going on in your mind?
No.
Honestly, Varrick's mind is probably scarier than you would imagine, where you would think it's probably full of all these evil thoughts. It's like, honestly, it's worse than that. He's completely calm. He's walking along, not phased in the slightest by what happened. He's exactly like he was at the beginning of day one when the group got together. He's not phased at all by what took place. He's walking along, staff in hand, wearing his priestly robes.
Hello?
And just not even really thinking deeply or intently, just wondering about sunset, wondering about where we're going, wondering who is going to be there. Focused on the mission at hand, but completely just calm and collected and just centered. Probably the most centered of anyone in the group right now.
As you guys get near the town, you've heard rumors of this town, that it was this old, put together town made from parts almost. But that's not what you see. As you walk up, you see walls. You see a giant, decent sign that says "Welcome to Sunset." You see people walking through, you see vehicles, motorcycles pulling in. You see everything going on. I will say, Daisy, you were given the order to call the colonel once you arrived, or once you were close to the city.
Okay. Do I have like a walkie
Yeah.
or
You have like a
okay.
radio.
okay? So basically, I just just go on the Colonel, and I tell
Yeah.
the team, get down. Hey, it looks like we
Yes.
arrived at sunset, sir.
Excellent, excellent. What are we looking like? About how many people?
Can I do
You
a
do
check for
perception.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let me pull up my other. Ah. Oh. Hold on. I can't see my screen. Oh, okay, there we go. I just had it up. Where'd it go? This is why I like paper. There we go. Okay. Ooh, 18.
Nice.
You see quite a bit. This is probably the most, since it was destroyed and rebuilt, this is the most people Sunset has ever seen. There are, just what you see just probably about 50, which, you know, honestly is not a lot for a town, but that's what you can see. And that's coming in and out, people gathering around outside of the city. There's even fields, people plowing the fields, people working. You see carts moving, you see, like I said, motorcycles, you see Sunset is the most active it's ever been up at this point.
See soldiers or anything like that look like some sort of military?
There are a couple people on post with rifles and scopes that are kind of patrolling the walls. Like there's these bridges built along the walls, and they're patrolling, and they're like looking in, zooming in, not really seeing anything, and they continue their walking. But nothing that looks remotely like a military force.
Maybe not. Sir,
Yep.
I mean, maybe around 50 people, sir. But honestly, sir, there's a heavy lack in military personnel, sir. It doesn't look like any sort of base.
Okay. New
Sir,
directive.
it looks like a lot of them are just farmers, sir.
From what we heard, rebellion is really the issue. That fella drug bar he killed, we found out, intelligence found that he used to be a bartender, the O Lodge. And you guys look over and you see kind of to your left the O Lodge is almost like kind of near. You guys are closer to the O Lodge than you are Sunset, and everything's kind of like near each other. So we're not sure. This is why we got you and your team, Captain Star. Your team were the best at infiltration. You guys are meant to blend in. Go in the town. Don't cause trouble. Heads down. Command your team. Calm presence. Have your team spread out through the town. Talk to the folks. See if they can gather anything on rebellion. When you're done, blow it. There's a device in your bag. What it does, essentially, it's what we call a radiation bomb. It will blow, not a lot, won't cause a ton of damage, but the heat and radiation that transfers it will essentially kill anybody in its path. It's humane-ish. He kind of chuckles, if that's what you want to call it. Want that town going. You understand?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Any... I'm starting to gather your information. Over and out.
Over and out. All right, team. Gather up. First, weapon inspection. Mira,
Yes. Ma'am.
weapons.
Yes, I have them.
Vector weapon. Okay, good. Make sure you conceal it. Okay, we don't want any trouble.
Okay.
Joe, Jim, Johnny?
It's Jim, man. It's Jim. He takes his hat off. It's Jim, man.
Alright. Jim, weapon.
Yeah, so I got my revolver. It's cleaned, duty cleaned. I also have my machine pistol. It's right here. I'll lay it right beside it. I have my long barrel rifle as well, and I have my 2 grenades. So
Packed in weapons for not being a soldier.
I honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. And he looks around. I just found these. I don't even know how to shoot them. Except the revolver. I killed one guy with it. It's my first time ever killing somebody. It's kind of weird. But I know how to use that one. That's pretty straightforward. And my wrench. And he flips his wrench out and spins it in his hand. And he slams it on the table. Yes, ma'am. Forgot about that one.
Jim, as you look over and you see the ghost of the man you killed behind her, and he's just looking at you.
He puts his hat up.
Alright. Put your weapons to the side. I want 5 push-ups this time. Go ahead.
Me?
Yes.
Why do I have... I showed you my weapons and they were clean. And I killed somebody. I thought that's all we had to do.
Yes.
Why am I getting punished?
Well, it's not a punishment. You need a little bit more meat on those arms, soldier.
I mean...
If you're gonna stay and catch up with us. So, in order to shoot a gun, especially that long rifle there, you're gonna need strong arms. That kickback's gonna throw your arm off all the way across the desert. So, 5 push-ups, so we can teach you how to use that gun. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a
I need Jim to do an athletics roll.
Yes.
Oh gosh, what is my athletics?
Negative
Not
1.
awful. Not awful. I got an 8.
It's bad. It's bad. It's not great. I mean, it could be
Uh-oh.
worse. It could be worse.
But could it?
You get like
Do I tear my elbow
One-
tendon?
you get 1 regular push-up, and then you get like 2 girl push-ups, and then you get like the worm,
Oh,
and then,
no.
and then he just throws up. That's
I'm doing like the 4-inch thing where I'm
Yeah.
his
And
face is beet red. Well, you can't see his face because it's bandaged, but he has his mask on, and the sweat is pouring through the bandages, and he's just like his mask is like he's having to empty it like just
Ugh.
perspirating.
and Daisy Star just kind of smirks just a tiny bit, just like, oh. And then, Lieutenant,
Ma'am.
weapons check.
Yep. Here's my rifle. And then my longsword. Got this as a promotion gift. It was meant to be decorative for uniform, but got in a tussle and it ended up becoming an actual weapon.
It's a good one. Keep that one close.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Varrick. I'm guessing you don't have weapons on you, or do you? Oh, you're muted.
You mean
I pull out my electric pistol. Spin and hold it in front of her. Just this and my staff.
For me.
Would you
Keep that
say?
up.
Sorry, I cut out the first part of that.
All right, that looks good enough for me. Just keep any impulses that aren't approved of in check. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Azula, weapons check.
you muted?
I pull out my electric pistol and my machete, and I drop them on the ground.
Good weapons. How long have
Yeah.
you had that machete?
Few years. My parents gave it to me when they dropped me off at the recruitment center.
These are my favorite. They're always good in a tight position. Alright, team. You need to keep your weapons close, but you need to keep them concealed. We're going in for intel. Right? We need to know what this town knows. We need to know how many rebellion or rebels are in here. And we gotta know any plans that they have on our
Oh, go ahead.
marsh. Oh, on our, I need to know what we're doing. What they're gonna do to our marsh. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna meet back up in the center at about 1700 hours, correct? And then we'll eat, and we'll see what we need to do for the night. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
If anybody gets in trouble, once again, you're on your own. You do not reveal the group. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood.
In your bag, I'll go ahead and say, along with the bomb, there is plain clothes. So all of you are kind of in like military fatigues, but there are plain clothes for each of you.
I just toss close to everybody, and I'm like, if you're afraid of stripping down, I'm sorry, we're out in the middle of the desert. You gotta get comfy with everyone. But wear these, please.
Well, alrighty then.
I give
Sure.
everyone just like plain clothes.
Jim just drops his drawers. Just
Would I be in military gear or would I still be in kind of priestly robes?
You'd be in your priestly robes.
I'm going to stick with the robes then because I think it's
Mm-hmm.
if I'm in my priest gear I can pass by
You
with
probably-
that then.
I was gonna say you probably blend in better than
I
anybody.
walk up to Varrick and I'm like, oh,
I'll just say you had like a military jacket so they could identify you as an escort but you could just take it off and
I take that off and I just have my robes.
oh, Varrick. Because I went to go hand him plain clothes. I'm like, you know, it didn't even cross my mind that you had the robe under there. I'll take your jacket.
It's the traditional like priest outfit with
Yeah.
the white collar.
I hand it to her and I'm like,
I take our bags that are like not needed, and I bury them like in a very specific spot.
Yep.
All right. And I do. All right, let's check. No military. And I check everyone. All right. Does anybody have any questions about this mission that we're on?
None, ma'am.
oh, man.
no.
So
Be
we're
civil. Use those cheesy smiles. Let's get some information.
and kill everybody, right?
I try to smile and just a couple of my teeth fall out since I'm a Zib.
You pick them back up, you screw them back in.
Azula, if you kill, we will kill when we need to. But until I order it, we are pleasant. Understood?
Is there like a
Okay.
code word for when said killing is ordered? Just so I know not to just randomly start killing people. Just want to make sure I'm killing the right people. You see what I'm saying?
Tell you what, I'll let you know. We'll meet back here in 1700 hours.
Okay. So don't kill anybody until we meet back here.
And I give the go ahead, yes.
Got it.
Okay.
Simple enough.
And I take the device. And now, is it like in a military bag or a backpack or?
I was thinking it was like a duffel bag. That's
Okay.
how I pictured it. You were carrying a duffel bag and it had it in the duffel bag, but you, part of your ensemble, you have like this little backpack.
Okay. I put
Yeah.
the device in the backpack then, just to kind of make it plain, but I still carry it with me.
All right. So you guys finish suiting up, and you guys walk into the city of Sunset. You guys are greeted. It is a very vibrant city. You could see a lot of construction going on, but for the most part, it's looking really good. The walls are being finished. You could see guys with concrete, and they're like have like the little concrete pavers, and they're like, scooping the concrete, putting bricks down, they're continuously taking down these like metal old tin walls and actually building by hand nice walls. As you guys walk further into town, people kind of like look your way, but they don't necessarily stop you. They're busy. They're busy with their whatever they're doing. They have some that are like vendors and stalls, and they're like selling and buying stuff, and they kind of give you a glance like, oh, new people in town, and they just continue doing their things. And at that moment, this Zeb walks up to you guys. He goes, "Oh, how are y'all doing? Y'all are some new faces around here."
Fantastic.
My name's Carl.
Hi, Carl. I think we're just looking to kind of see this town and take a rest. We've been kind of wandering the marsh.
Oh man, things are getting crazy out there. Well, we have plenty to do around here. We have, food places. And he looks over and he sees Jim. He's like, "You look like we have a shop. You like I'm assuming you're a mechanic."
Yes.
I
Yes,
see the grease stains on your pants.
Yes, that's me.
If you want to go check that out, and
He's gonna make a beeline to the shop.
And you, ma'am, I don't know who's the leader of your group.
Yes?
Oh, you are. Well, if you're new here, our leader would love to meet. He loves meeting new folks. If you'd like, he's up in that building right over there. That's
Perfect.
our little capital here. Sorry, excuse the construction, everybody. We have gotten an influx of people and supplies, and we were kind of in the process of building it up, so kind of restoring it to its former glory.
Thank you. I would love to meet your leader.
Yeah.
This way, you said?
Yeah, keep going straight ahead, and you can meet him. Also, you're a priest. Yeah, we have we just built a chapel about a couple weeks ago. We have an old priest in there. I don't know, you might know him or something. But the rest of you, feel free to walk around and enjoy sunset.
So I kind of just tuck my head down and I go straight for the tower.
Okay. Where's everybody else headed?
I start walking down like the main stretch of.
Kind of like the main
Oh.
area.
Yeah.
What
Jim's
about
headed
you,
to the mechanic,
Mira?
but he's
Yeah.
like scoping out as he's headed there.
Yep. Mira, where are you going?
I'll just hang with Azula.
Okay. And then Guerrero.
Because that always works out well.
I'm gonna go.
Guerrero.
That's okay. I'm just taking it as it is. That's fine. I'm not that worried about it anymore. So I'm going to the bar. I'm going to see what information we can get, or see what I can listen for.
Alright, so I'll start with Daisy. So Daisy, you make it to the main. Oh, and Varrick, are you going to the chapel?
I'll go check out the chapel and see
I
what's
just
going on
assumed
there.
that's. So I'll start with Daisy. So you head over to the main building, and you walk in, and it's not anything elegant. It's just a small little building, and you walk in, and it's a nice little. It's just like a one room, and there's a desk, and behind it is a hall tour. And he looks up at you. Oh, there. How can I help you?
Hello. I'm just. I mean, the guy up there, Carl?
Yeah, Carl.
Me and my friends, I guess friends, just the group that we kind of, got smacked together in this craziness. We've been kind of traveling the marsh, and Carl, well, I mean, I guess I kind of got the designated leader, but I'm here to. He said that all leaders talk to you, so I guess that's what I'm here. Hey, you look like Kotor, is that correct?
Yeah, can't you believe it? I am Hartor. Actually, if you go and check around our lovely town, there are a ton of us.
But
And we're growing by the day.
okay, I don't want to be rude or anything, but
Go ask ahead.
how? Hator's supposed to be up in the mountains, and, well, last I heard, was getting wiped out by a plague.
Yeah. Funny thing. Me and my group of random strangers, kind of like yours, we went up there, and we freed my people. This plague, actually, it's not deadly.
Oh? But all the history books, I guess recent history, but
My people were confused. They thought it was, they assumed, they made an assumption, but it wasn't. Did leave me blind. And you notice his eyes. I could see a little bit now. It's a little bit.
how long have you been down from the mountains then? Because didn't you guys have to breathe the cold air and...
Took us some time to get used to. Most of our people wore masks for a while. Now, we've adjusted. You notice that the room is a little bit cooler. We had mechanics whip that up for us. Old blueprints we found for something called an AC from the old world. They were able to make it. We have AC running through most of these homes. Only place in the marsh that has it.
Gonna say, doesn't feel too bad at all.
No. I'm so rude, I forgot to mention my name. My name's Zoc.
Daisy. Daisy Star.
Nice to meet you, Daisy. Well, and you hear a knock on the door. Come in. And you see another female Haltor walk in with a little girl. Hey, come on in. Yeah, no, you're not interrupted. Hey, Daisy, this is my wife.
Hello.
This is Sora. I'll be honest, I completely forgot the little girl's name. Do you remember?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I did as well. So I forgot my daughter's
It
name.
starts with a Z.
You forgot your own
Zora?
daughter's
Is it Zora?
name?
Is it Zora?
Well,
How
Sarah's his
dare
wife.
you?
This is bad. I'm a
Zoriel?
fucking idiot.
No.
Zinnia?
Zoriel.
It's like,
Zinnia.
No,
I think it was
Zinnia is
Zinnia.
flower, right?
Oh,
Sarah.
okay.
What was it?
Eminem.
Sarah?
Seraph.
That's
Yeah,
it.
for notes,
That's it.
Yeah.
Seraph.
notes for the win.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I take semi-detailed notes. Just had to go back.
It's been so long since I played Azak. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I forgot all of his family members' names.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So she walks in, she shakes her hand, she goes, "Hi, my name is Sora."
Hi.
It's been a while since we've had a human here. It's nice to meet you. And this is my daughter. Her name's Seraph, and this little girl comes walking up to you, and she immediately grabs your hand. She's like, "Hi,
Oh,
can I
hello.
sit in your lap?" And
Sure.
Sora pours her like, "Baby, you can't just sit in random people's laps. You can't do that."
It's okay, and I sit down in the chair. And, I'm just, once again, I don't want to be rude, but most people don't take kindly to humans.
Not this place. This place was meant to be a sanctuary for all.
For all, like anybody.
Anybody and everybody who needs it. A safe haven. This town has a history. A history of being taken over, led by wickedness, led by people that wanted to deceive. Me and my group, we stopped those people. We rebuilt this town. Created it as a safe haven for all. My family and
If I'm not mistaken, though, wasn't it the city that owned this place?
oh, you're talking about the capital?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they controlled everything.
You see him kind of like look over, and Sora's like, the capital, Miss Star, screwed us over. Many a time. The only one we can actually trust is Beartrude. He was kind enough to provide us resources, but everything else we did on our own. The capital didn't help us. After our people went off and helped them, they did nothing. They went back on their word. Beartrude managed to somehow get us supplies, but we built all this from ourselves. Capital never comes out here anyway. They want nothing to do with us. We worked
And-
hard to get here, Miss Star. Very, very, very hard. We lost crops from these crows, these mechanical creatures. We struggled. We had a cult infiltrate and to try to destroy us. We came back stronger. Towns are failing all over the marsh. But not Sunset. Sunset is the one glimmer of hope that the marsh has. Where my kids will grow up, raise families of their own. And the little girl's like tugging on, like, looking at your hair, and she's like, oh, your hair is so pretty.
Oh, thank you. She picks up Zora and just kind of sets her down and stands up. Goes to the wall and's like, you said the capital didn't provide anything?
Nothing.
How'd you make these, though? These are not too badly crafted.
People. The most important resource of the marsh. People. They heard what we were trying to do here, build a safe haven, a place that was safe for everyone. And they brought resources from failing towns. We scavenged old neighborhoods, old buildings, rubble. And everybody throughout the marsh has been coming here with their own supplies to help us build it up. None of this is stolen. If you choose to live here, you work and you help build. You bring something to the table, and everyone here has accepted that and pitched in and built. These walls, we had help. We didn't do this ourselves. Families. The place was built by families. It's for families. And it's safe and warm. That's what we're trying to do here, Miss Star.
Tell you what, not a bad place to have out here in the marsh, especially on these edges. Safe place.
No, it's not. Hey, you know what, Miss Star? Why don't you and some of your friends come have dinner at our house tonight? We'd love to have you. I'm sure traveling out and about was rough and tough. We'd love to have you and guests. We have plenty.
That would be amazing, especially, you know,
getting past those sandworms. Those are never fun.
Oh god, I
Well-
remember the sandworms.
If it's not too much trouble, can you show me other parts of the town? Because this material, it really is impressive. I'd like to kind of see what you guys are doing here.
Absolutely. So they'll take you out and they'll start showing you around. I'm gonna cut to the bar. This bar has been renamed Drokbar's Tavern. Lieutenant, you're sitting there at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and this kid takes a seat next to you. I say kid, he's like 17. And he sits.
Okay.
Howdy, friend.
Howdy.
The bartender, that'd be 2 for me and my new friend here. The bartender, who's a Zeb, looks down and kind of goes, Zev, you're not pulling that crap with me. He pours a cup of water and slides it to Zev. Zev, no. You? What do you have?
Just whatever you got.
He
Cheap.
pours you
It can be cheap if
Uh,
you want.
a little bit of Drogar ale. Slides it to you.
Okay. Take a drink. Is that cinnamon in there?
Just a pinch.
Huh. Okay.
The kid goes, "It's on me, mister," and he puts a coin down.
All right, thank you.
Dude, you look awesome.
Okay.
Like, I know that's weird. I'm sorry, that's weird. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be weird. But like, you look like you've seen some stuff. Like the stars, man.
I have.
Well, the Zebs here don't look as cool as you. And the Zeb behind the counter looks at him. He's like, "Zev, shut up. You're being rude."
Son, these are battle scars.
Oh, you were in a war?
No, just an old drifter.
Dude, that's awesome. Hey, like, what'd you see out there? My dad doesn't let me go anywhere. What'd you see out there?
A lot of nasty creatures and a lot of nasty people.
Dad doesn't. He told me some stories from his old days traveling, but like, what have you seen though? Like monsters? Have you seen monsters?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sure
what
have.
kind of monsters? What kind?
oh, I don't know. Just a lot of stuff. Probably a lot of things you've seen in the books.
Awesome. Hey, can I show you something?
Sure.
And the
why-
bartender goes, "Zev, leave the man alone." "I'm sorry, sir. He's supposed to be helping me in the bar today, just cleaning tables, like his dad told me to. Leave the poor man alone." "Sorry, sir, I didn't mean to bother you."
No worries.
He looks at you, he's like, "But do you want to see something cool?"
Oh, sure. Why not?
It's like, "Come on, follow me." Hey, hey Tim, I'm gonna take our new friend here needs to he was looking for the some of the markets, so I was just gonna take him over to Lucille's market. Is that okay? I was like, "Fine, Zev, just chill out, bro."
Well, don't you got a job to do?
I'm just like,
Hmm.
Zev's like, "Come on, man. What's your name, by the way?"
Uh, I don't.
No name or
Guerrero.
Guerrero. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my name's Zev. And he shakes your hand.
I shake his hand.
So you guys start walking down the street. But in the background, you see Mira and Azula just kind of walking. They're looking at the different shops. And you keep walking out of the town. And you guys get to like the gate's edge. Okay, look. You're not like a weirdo, right? Like a creepy guy.
I mean, I don't. That's kind of a wide definition.
No, but like, you're not a bad guy, right?
No.
Okay. Because, like, Dad doesn't let me, like, we're very cautious with people in the town, and, like, everyone that's coming to town was pretty cool, but, like, you know, he looks at the guards, you know, like, my dad is in charge, and, like, that makes me, like, also in charge, you know? He's like,
Sure.
he shows you his rifle.
Whatever you
Check
say.
out- Check out my rifle. I clean it just like Dad tells me to. It's awesome, isn't it?
Looks like a fine weapon.
Do you know how to shoot?
Yeah.
Dude. Okay. You want to go shoot? I can always use the practice.
Sure, why not?
And he's walking and just keeps talking. He's like, man, I don't really get to talk to a lot of people because Dad's been making me work, but like, I don't know. I get bored. I wish I was out there like seeing the marsh, man. Been awesome. Check out the marsh.
Trust me, you're probably better off in here.
I haven't really gotten to go anywhere though. I lived in the mountains for a while when I was a kid. But I don't know. Been here. Dad promised he would take me out and just never did. And I'm always just want to leave, you know? I want to travel the marsh one day.
Yeah, but you got a cozy place here, and there's a lot of bad people.
Well, I have good vibes, and you seem like a good one.
Okay.
Like a really good guy. And
Sure.
he brings you over to a little spot. And... Okay. You see out in the distance,
Mm-hmm.
there's a, see those pumpkins?
Yeah.
I lined those up the other day for target practice, and I didn't get a chance because it started raining. How good can you shoot?
Well, I'd like to think I'm pretty good, but I'm also a Zeb, so my
All right. How about this? How about this?
Mm-hmm.
We have a contest, okay?
All
We
right.
agree to a contest. Okay. If
Sure.
I win, I will give you money. I'll give you a couple cogs to go back in the bar and buy a beer. But if you, or if you win, if I win, I still give you the cogs. You go in, you buy me a beer. But just say it's for you. Buy me like 6 beers.
Nah, I can't do that.
Oh, come on. That no one would know, man. Like, no one would know. I'm, like, Dad said I could start drinking next year. It's just a little early. Come on, man. Be cool. You seem like you're a cool guy.
How about we just do this for fun?
All right. You could tell that he's done this to many of people that have passed
Yeah.
through town.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, fine. All right. He takes the rifle. So we're both going to roll. You can use your sharpshooting modifier just like a regular an attack roll.
Okay.
You have to roll at least. He has pumpkins at different areas, different lengths. So he has like 2, 4, 6 pumpkins back to back lined up.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, we'll each take a shot. The first one you have to hit. AC is 14. The second one, 17. And the third one, at least a 20.
Okay.
All right.
Damn.
So the first
Alright.
one, he takes the rifle and he shoots, and you can roll at the same time as me. We'll just say they pass it back and forth.
Oh, jeez. We got an 11.
A 19.
Dang.
You see the pumpkin, it misses, and you see his pumpkin explode. I'm good.
Well, dang. You sure
Alright.
are.
Next one. He aims his sights.
Uh, 16.
He misses as
Mm.
well. you guys both just hit the very edge of the pumpkin. It spins and hits the ground. Dude, this is why we play for like something. Because just for fun, this isn't fun. All right, one more shot. Come on, one more shot.
13.
He misses too.
Dang.
So 1 pumpkin out of 8.
Jeez.
Or out of 6, sorry. Wow. Mister, you suck as much as I do.
Like I said, Zeb, you know, so you just like it's like to align his vision correctly.
Well, I was gonna save this. And next to him is a little box. And he opens it up, and he has 2... You don't really know what it is. It's 2 drinks and 2 bottles, and he just hands you one. I'll give you one anyway. Don't worry. There's no beer in it.
Sure, whatever you say.
Pop it open. Take a drink. You drinking? Front? You drinking it?
Sure.
Make a physique saving throw.
Okay. Luckily. Alright. Okay, I got a 15.
You save. What you drink, it's not great. It's carbonated. And it just hits your stomach kind of hard, though.
Okay.
What you're drinking, very, 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 very old soda. That he somehow brought it back to life. It was like powdered at the bottom. He refilled it up, and somehow he carbonated it.
Huh.
And you just drank it.
So,
And he
man,
sits there and takes a
that's
sip.
rough, but that's very interesting.
Pretty good, huh? Some guy through town, he was having these little packets of what he called soda.
Okay.
What I didn't tell you is it's baking soda. Packets of baking
Oh.
soda.
Yep. Not the first thing I just would drink like that.
I thought it was pretty good.
You survive off of what you can in the marsh, so you're in the step in the right direction there if you want to ever go see the marsh.
You know what? You're a cool guy, Guerrero.
Well, thank you. Not many people would think so, but thank you.
You're gonna be here for long?
Oh, I don't know. Just passing through, just seeing what's what. We've heard of this place, but that's about it.
Well, if you want, you're welcome to hang out. You're welcome here. This place it's for everybody. My dad and mom built this place up. Some help. They put a lot of work into it.
So how
It's
do
a
y'all
good place.
feel? How do y'all feel about the capital?
And the Capitals left us, man. They, for what I understand at least, you know, like, they were supposed to help, and they didn't. They abandoned us. We had to do this ourselves.
Anybody ever thought about fighting back? Giving them the old payback, you know?
I don't know anything about that. I mean, I'm left out a lot of, you know, the council meetings. I'm left out, but you know, there's a few people. My dad and Carl, my mom, and a few others in town. Part of the little council they have here, and talk about things. But we don't really go anywhere. You know, we just stay here, build our town up.
Yeah, you just seem like you kind of know a bit of what's going on at least. You seem like you got
Well,
your pulse on the whole place.
I do like to sometimes listen in on those meetings. I mean, it's so boring though, man. It's so boring. I'd rather be out shooting, you know? Drinking my sodas.
Okay, I can see that.
We have a lot of kids here, but they're, like younger than me, so I don't have a lot of people my age to hang out with. Honestly, I have nobody my age to hang out with. So I'm ready to leave this place. I'm gonna go find people, like, I could relate to, I guess.
I guess so. You seem like you've done this before.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be my friend, though. Guerrero, are we friends?
Oh, I don't know about that yet, but I can say that you definitely got some ideas about leaving this place, and just don't let anybody take advantage of you if you ever go exploring.
I'm gonna keep practicing shooting. My dad taught me how to fight. Just in case. Protect myself, He pulls out he has not only his rifle, but he has a pistol. I have this too. I don't like shooting this though. I like the long range stuff.
Well, that's good. Seems like your dad's a good man. Give you some
Yeah.
kind of sense of survival.
Yeah, he is. Well, y'all sit there and sip your sodas. I'm gonna cut over to Mira and Azula. You guys are walking through the markets, and you guys kind of see the lieutenant walk past with a younger Hawtor. And they just are walking. He has his rifle, and they're just chatting as they keep walking. So what are you guys doing?
I'm just kind of listening to my surroundings and trying to observe for any useful information and trying to observe for any useful people or places to investigate.
Okay. And Mira, you want to roll a perception? You definitely can. You both can.
Ooh. What's her perception? Ooh.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
13?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Would you say you have a 13, Mira? What do you have, Azula, for perception?
13.
Sorry, go ahead.
Me?
Okay, there.
No, you have a 13. I was Azula.
Oh, okay.
A dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay. So you guys are looking around and you see a lot of construction. As you guys are walking down, there is this little kind of like an open market, like a little farmer's market going on. People are exchanging things. You see kids running by. A little kid bumps into you, Mira. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
And you see another kid kick a ball, and he runs, and you hear him laughing, and they take off running. You see, like I said, you guys are in more of this little farmer's market area, and people are exchanging. It's from what you're observing, there's no heavy presence of military. It's all families, and they're all just kind of, it's just people. It's just regular people. You don't really see a lot of. Occasionally, you'll see a guard walk by, but it's very few and far between. You feel like this is a relatively safe town.
Why, Mira? Why?
Why what?
Why do they want us to do this here? I mean, it seems like it's a non-threatening place. It doesn't seem like
Anything's adding up?
Yeah. It-
Well, we have a mission,
But
and
it doesn't seem like these people are any threat to us or
Well,
our military.
we're not at a station where we're the ones supposed to be questioning things.
But I just don't get it though.
We're not really supposed to get it. Unfortunately, it's all about what the higher ups tell us to do.
But
We just have to make calculated decisions based on what we observe.
but
It doesn't hurt us to get any information. You know what I mean? Because they don't have it till we give it. So,
sure.
why don't we just go ahead and do what we were asked to do?
Okay. Sure.
Alright?
Yep.
Alright. Did you notice anywhere we should start heading towards? Or maybe...
I guess maybe we should check out this construction that's going on.
Okay.
So you guys see, they have these construction workers putting bricks down, laying bricks, and one's putting a brick down and taking a little bit of concrete, laying it, and putting another brick, and it's like along the walls of the city, and they're just slowly doing this. And you could see they've done several yards already. And a couple guys are like next to them, they're putting up some supports so people could walk along the top of it, some like wooden supports so people could walk along and patrol. And there's a mutant who's kind of working. He has like a tank top on, some jeans, and he's slappered on. He's this big green mutant with a ponytail, and he looks over. Hey there.
Hey, Fred.
He looks at both of you. What's up?
What's up?
Can I help you ladies with something? And he like
What?
pokes out his chest a little bit, his muscular abs.
What's all this construction for? It's not
Oh.
because of the uprisings, is it?
And then he looks, he's like, uprisings? What the hell are they talking? No. What are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Uprisings. He looks, he's like, Bob, you heard something about uprisings? Bob
Oh,
like leans
Lord.
over the thing he's working on. He's like, what? Who's doing what now? Is this like a labor union thing? They gonna pay us more cogs? Like, what's happening? He's like, I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about. We just work here, man.
All
Okay,
right.
so what are you building though? This wall for what?
The city?
Oh, okay.
I mean, have you seen a wall before?
Not really.
Not one like this.
Yeah.
He looks around, he's like, yeah, well, this is just a wall. I mean, like, I don't know what you're trying to ask me. This, just, pardon me, ma'am, I don't want to be rude, but I'm just going to talk to you because you seem like you don't understand, so I'm going to just kind of lower the bar here. A wall is something that protects people. So, like, there's monsters out there, and if we just have the city open, monsters would come in and tear this place apart. So we're building the wall to keep them out? Are you following me?
Sort of. Maybe.
Do we need Rob? Do we need to break this down even further? We might. He
Azula,
leans over, he's like,
I'm gonna have to walk away for a minute. I'll be right back.
they're like, so this is called a brick, and we take the.
Mira is trying not to kill them, so she's just walking away.
This is more pointed to Azula than Mira too. So this is a brick, and this is concrete. And we put the brick down to keep the. Where's your friend going? Hey, girl, where you going? You going?
Oh,
Where's your friend
okay.
going?
I zero help. Peace out. Next.
Oh, okay. So the brick and the concrete makes the wall, and the wall.
Bob comes crawling down. Yeah. Azula, or Mira, you turn and you see Bob with his arms around Azula, like he's taking like they're doing almost like the ghost thing.
Yes.
Oh my
He's
God.
Yes.
taking her hand and picking up a brick. Has
Oh
one hand
my
on her
God.
side.
That's hilarious.
Goes for a little butt.
Like
butt
cheek to
grab.
cheek.
Scooping the concrete, has Azula's
So
hand.
bad.
He's like,
Oh gosh,
how do
that's
you
awesome.
do that, lady?
I love it.
I see. Okay. Now it all makes sense.
I think we've lost Azula for a while.
Yeah.
And,
So Mira-
and
Give
that's
it
how
Boba
a
Town, find a
bill
husband.
becomes a law.
So Mira, what are you doing while you turn around and see this? You're just like, oh, God.
I'm just walking away and trying to find someone else to talk to.
I am totally gonna tell Daisy all this.
So you,
In great detail, just follow her around. for years.
Mira, you walk back over to the farmers market area and you see this woman behind the counter, and she's bagging up some what appears to be like these onions, but they're like glowing orange onions, and she's like handed them to somebody. He's like, thank you. Hi there. Do I interest you in any of the fine produce we have today?
I don't know how much money I have.
Oh, well, you look, my dear. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude in saying this, but you look like you need to eat.
Oh, ouch.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm really being helpful. And she takes a piece of the fruit she has and she hands it to you. No, you look like you haven't eaten in days.
I
Take
don't
it.
even know if I've eaten in days.
It's free.
Do it, they're trying to fatten you up. Don't do
Oh.
it.
Is this poisoned? I'm just
Look,
Alright.
She puts it in. She walks out from behind the stall and she's pregnant. And this is a Hawtor woman, and she puts her hand on her shoulder. Look, dear. If you need something, if you're hungry, we'll feed you. Okay?
Thank you.
And she, oh. And she kind of clenches her stomach. I'm so sorry.
Well, there's no reason to be sorry.
No, that's okay. And she's kind of like holding back the tears a little bit. She's holding her belly. Mm,
Are you due soon?
yeah?
Do I need to get you somewhere?
No. Yes. I think so.
Oh gosh. Alright, where do you want me to take you?
We have a, and her, you kind of notice and you look on the ground and there's like a puddle.
Oh.
Oh great.
We have a medical tent not too far away from here. They haven't set up the physician's quarters, but we have a medic. They should be able to help.
Alright.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to trouble you.
No problem. It's fine. I'm just on vacation.
And you walk with her shoulder to shoulder, and you head to the medical tent, and you help put her on the doctor walks out, and he's another mutant, and he like helps her up on the table, and he's like, she looks at you and she Tears in her eyes. I don't have a husband. He died.
I'm so sorry.
I don't. I'm so sorry. This is a lot to ask a stranger that I don't know. But can you please stay with me? And she reaches out her hand. Hold my hand, please. Scared.
No problem. Squeeze my hand as hard as you can.
What's your name?
It's
Oh, that's a weird name.
it's Amidala.
Amidala. That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
My name's Zoe.
Zoe?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Thank you.
you're welcome.
After about like 20, 30 minutes, she actually gives birth.
Hey,
And
that
they-
was quick.
Well, they're Haltor. They have different anatomy.
Dang.
You just went, pop. They did.
Different anatomy. Haltor is a different creature.
I love it.
I'm just thinking of that Martin episode. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
Shoots out and catches them.
Yeah.
They have the baby and they wrap it up. And it's a baby girl, and it's a little. You see this little Haltor baby. It's like a gray face, bald, but it's a female, and she's holding it. She looks at you for a second. Would you like to hold her?
Are you sure?
Yeah. She
Oh god.
she hands you this baby. It has these like glowing red
How
eyes.
did I end up here?
It has these like little glowing eyes, and it's looking up at you, and you see like little tears coming from its eyes, and you have your finger, and it kind of grabs your finger. Thank you so much.
Is the baby saying this to
No,
me?
this is the woman. This is
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
She looks at you and goes, "Thank you so much for being here."
If you don't mind me asking, how did your husband die?
Killed. He worked the fields. And was attacked. We have no guards, not a lot. Place is mostly safe, but a fire fang got him. We have to work extra long hours because we have no support in the capital. While he was out there working late, everyone called him back, and he said no, he's trying to get the last couple rows so we can eat. Couldn't make it to the gate in time before they got him and tore him in half. And you
I'm
kind of
so
see tears
sorry.
down her face. He was a good man. He was really good. And you just kind of sit there, Mira, and you're thinking, why are you here? Why are you really here? We're gonna cut to Jim. Jim, you break off the group and you immediately head to this building. And it says Benny's Workshop. It's her old workshop that was converted into this massive garage. And you see in there a few technicians. You see a car in there that somebody's working on. And you see this like really bushy beard human in there. And he's like, somebody hand me a wrench. He's under the car and he has his hand up. Just a wrench. Need one. Come on.
As I walk in the building, I kind of take my hat off and put it on my chest. And I hear him, and I take my wrench out and I flip it out and I put it in his hand. There you go, fella.
There we go. And he slides out. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that one is the worst one. That nut that you missed over there on the right hand side, that's the worst one.
Hat cover.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah, and I get down like side by side to his face. You see right there? Tilt your head left a little bit and angle it up towards the light. If you check up in there, see that gap?
Yes, I see it.
That'll split your head wide open.
Holy crap.
Yeah. You're going to want to get that.
I've never seen in all my years a fair mechanic.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm the best there is. So.
Well, my partner is a Salamando, and he knows a little bit about fixing stuff, you know. And I'll tell you this workshop, one of the best damn mechanics in the Marsh, and we aim to be as good as she is.
Well, my name is Ernest P. Worstel is the name. Not Jim. I don't know why I said Jim. It's definitely not Jim.
Tobacco. My name's Carter. He is a human. He's bald. He has this big beard, overalls. Name's Carter.
Nice to meet you, Carter. Hey, I got a question, Carter.
Yeah.
I know this is kind of like, it's probably like a weird request, but do you guys have like need for extra hands for like, say, the next 6 hours? I find myself with nothing to do, and I just love fixing stuff. If you got some stuff I can work on, you throw a couple cogs my way, you know. Hey.
Well, my partner Ted's out right now getting some supplies. I could use a hand on fixing some of this crap.
Yeah.
You see a bunch of different like machines and different parts kind of spread out. And he picks up these different a little small engine and he starts tinkering with it. All right, there I got that doohickey right there if you want to try to work on it.
I look at the machine and I look back at him and I step really uncomfortably close to him. And I lean in and say, I'm not going to let you down. And then I turn around real quick and just rush to the thing to try to start seeing what I can do.
He gets next to you and he has two chairs. He pulls out two cold brews and he hands you one.
Ooh.
And he drinks one and sets it down. What you doing here?
I haven't had one of these in a hot minute.
Your name was Jim or Ernest?
It is definitely Ernest, not Jim.
Oh.
Ernest P. Worstel is the name.
What was that? But you said that first part.
Yeah, I stutter sometimes, and when I stutter, I go Jim, and for some reason, I just say Jim when I stutter. So
that's okay.
And it's a weird stuff. I've had it since I was a kid. I don't know what to do with it. I took medicine one time, and it made my brain fall out my ears. I don't know what to tell you.
I had a cousin like that once.
When he stuttered, he said Jim.
Unbelievably, yes.
Wow, that is incredible. What are the chances?
1 in 1.
Hey,
apparently
that deserves. And I hold the beer up, and I tilt it towards him. Clink.
It clanks. Clank.
And I slam it down on the table, and I just drink the entire thing.
Roll a physique check.
Roll a what?
A physique check.
Oh gosh. All right. Definitely not my highest.
This is why we should check what's in the glasses and bottles before we start drinking.
I got a nat 1.
You don't drink often. This brew hits you. It's good. It tastes great, but it hits you like just a wall. It's just like you slam face first into a brick wall. Like the alcohol, you don't ever drink, so this alcohol content is like. And then for fairs, they typically are a nomadic people who don't drink at all. And so this hits you even worse because your system is not used to it.
I don't know what to tell you. Clive? Is that your name?
No.
Charter?
You could just call me Bubba.
Bubba.
If you need to.
I
You can
can't
call
feel
me
my
Bubba.
face. This is great. I don't know
I'll
how
tell you.
I don't know how accurate I'm gonna be in fixing things, but this, whatever this was fantastic.
Your face is pretty bandaged up. Is there? Oh, well, I mean, I've seen a bunch of Feyers that have bandaged face, but what's under there? I've always been curious, but not rude. I'm sorry if that's rude. That might be rude.
That's incredibly rude. How
I'm so
dare you
sorry.
ask me to remove my bandages? I'm
No,
just
I
kidding.
did-
I'm
I
just kidding. And I
oh,
pull it
oh,
off,
thank
and it's
you.
just horrifically scarred face.
And he goes, he turns, he's like, oh.
Now you know why I have bandages on. I would rather not scar people for life.
Oh, what is they? Shoot.
Large Marge from
No, you've seen Ernest Saves Christmas, right?
yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What's the bigger guy? The Jake and Bobby, the warehouse worker. And he's
Oh,
goes
yeah.
back and goes, ooh,
Yeah.
like that. That's what
yeah. So this is a big little town you got here. I mean I've been here a while ago, but it definitely was not this built up.
well, yeah, we put in a lot of work. You know, us mechanic types, you know, we're the best. We're the ones that do all the mechanicking and the.
That's
the
what I've been
fixing
trying to
up
tell my
around the
lieutenant.
mountains.
I mean, my
Your
friend
lieutenant.
that I met along the
Your
way.
Your lieutenant?
I have this thing where I call people I just met lieutenant. I don't know
Okay, you have
why.
to
It's
roll
just a
lying
thing.
check for that.
Oh Lord.
Right, I don't know what I have.
Uh-oh.
Actually, oh,
Jim's
great.
gonna get his caught here.
I got a 4.
He's like,
Jim's really gonna get his
I'll
caught
tell
here.
you what, roll it with advantage because he's already like several brews in. He has several brews in. At this
Uh-oh.
point.
That was worse. I got it too.
He looks at you
Oh
and goes,
no.
But I heard you say lieutenant. Are you some kind of military or something?
I want to be honest.
Used to be.
I'm AWOL.
There you go.
Oh,
Hey,
you're a wall.
hey, can we get? I'm AWOL.
You know
Not.
they're building
I'm not.
a wall out there.
Hold on. Let me make sure. I'm not a wall. I'm AWOL.
You know, my mama used to sing this song where she said she was a brick house.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
I don't think we're speaking the same language here. Let me slow it down real quick.
Yes.
I have run away from my duties in military establishment.
Oh Lord.
Therefore, I am AWOL.
You said
You've
duty.
done some duty?
Hey,
How
but,
many duties have you done?
but can we just keep this on the D-Lo? I have
D.
D-Lo Brown. Can we keep it on the D-Lo Brown, please?
Brown. You're gonna show me your what?
Okay. I feel. Can we start over? Can we start?
He takes another beer. He takes another beer, opens it up, and just starts drinking it.
Okay. I
I'm
just,
confused.
I am confused as well. I would just want to help you fix. Maybe get a couple cogs, have a beer with the nice Charter guy. I think Charter is your name that I just met. Bubba Gump. I just met you, and I just want to, get to know you a little bit. I would love to get to know this town a little bit. It looks really nice. It's way built up from when I was here last time. What you guys got going on here? You guys smuggling drugs or something? And then I hit him in the arm.
He hits you and it hurts like really bad.
Ow! I didn't hit you that hard.
You take 2 points of damage.
Oh gosh!
He just unarmed striked you, and you're like, and he goes, "Well, nothing, man. We're a good, simple town, friendly folk, families. Our founder Zog, he came over here, built this town up, and a lot of us, we heard about it, heard about the town itself, and thought it was great. So we gathered our supplies. We're all nomads here. We gathered our stuff up, tools, supplies. We brought it here. We heard this town needed help. See that they requested help from the capital, and they weren't no help, So
You
we
guys
did it
requested help
ourselves.
from the capital, and they didn't
We needed help.
respond.
well, we were gonna become an official city, you know, and for some help that some apparently one of Zock's friends, a group of them, were gonna help the council, and it didn't happen. No one came. We're on our own.
Well, shucks fire. That is not good.
No.
So, I
Ain't
mean,
nothing to help.
so you guys have no connection with the capital, like officially or anything like that? You guys are just
Really,
on your
I
own
mean,
out here.
Well, there is a one fella at the capital that Zock is friendly with. Beartrude, I think, is his name.
Beartrude?
But he's a giant freaking bear, man. He's
Wow.
a giant bear.
That's
He's
amazing.
literally a giant bear man.
Bear man.
He's a bear man.
Oh, I've never seen a bear man before.
He's all bear, all man.
But
I
part
think.
man.
Part man, part bear. I guess I don't know. But he sent a couple of his own personal supplies, from what I gathered. He didn't tap into council resources at all.
So this Zoc fella, you said he runs the town?
Yeah, our leader, he came from the mountains, I suppose.
From the mountains?
I
Is
was
he a
never
Haltor?
keen to Haltor, yeah. Never keen too much to Haltor. They've always been a little weird. Their white skin, long fingers, glowing eyes kind of freak me out.
Yeah, they look disgusting.
But, you know, he's a good guy. He set my partner up in this nice little place.
This is a nice shot.
It's a very nice shop. He
What
just
more?
requested we keep it named Benny's. I don't know who that is, but
I was gonna ask. So
I
what
don't
else you got? What else you got going on in this town, man? Anything fun to do? Anything I should watch out for? Be aware
we have a
of?
bar. We have a
Ooh.
bar. You want to go to the bar?
I'm not sure I could actually handle said bar at the moment,
Oh, well, we do have a bar.
but I can go.
And
I will go after we fix this giant machine that I have my hand on right now.
your hand is not on the machine. It's on a lamp. He looks, he goes, huh. But yeah, man, there's like nothing to it, man. This town is good. You know, people are just friendly. We got families, kids. You know, we're gonna just, you know, good little town. Everybody's friendly, nice. We're just on our own, you know, trying to make it living. And you know what? Nowadays in the marsh like this, that's all that counts, man.
So you guys ever face any type of trouble? Anybody trying to start stuff here or anything like that? Any
You know,
uprisings?
there was a cult a few years ago.
A cult?
Cult came in. I was here right when me and my partner got here. We this cult, it just they came in and this group stopped them. Human and this little Salamando girl and all these other people just came in and stopped them, you know. And this was years ago. So, I mean, I say years ago. This was more like, you know, not too long ago, but
Seems like y'all have
it
done
felt
all right
like years
since
to
then.
me.
Yeah, seems like y'all have
It's
done
like
all right
I can't
since then.
remember the timeline or anything of the story.
I can't remember names either, Charter. So it's okay.
But no, otherwise we're just, you know, we're just a town trying to get by. That's it.
Awesome. Well, seems like a awesome little town.
You know, Jim Ernest, I think, you know, I don't know, you're kind of wandering out, but you seem like you know what you're doing. As he has his hand is on the lamp.
It's just like
You seem
floating
like
in
you
the
know
air.
100% what you're doing. So we would love to have you here working the shop if you are welcome here.
I would love that. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, man. He like
Okay.
high fives you. All right. So we're gonna cut to last but not least, we're gonna cut to Varrick. Varrick, you start heading towards the chapel. As you do, you turn and you see you see Azula. This guy is like hands helping her like put the bricks, and you're just like looking. You're like, what the hell? And you keep walking by, and you find this little chapel. As you walk in, it's not a huge chapel. It's like there's a few benches, like a few of the pews. It's like maybe 3 on each side. It's like a little stage with the emblem of the lion. And you see this old bald. It's a human, gray beard. He's in robes, and he's kind of sweeping. He has a little broom. He's sweeping. Oh, hello.
Blessings, brother.
You're a priest. And he
Yes.
walks over, and he fully puts his hand on your shoulder. What brings you to our temple?
Just on a pilgrimage passing through. I wanted to stop and show my respect.
Oh, you must be tired. Come. Take a seat.
Thank you.
You sit down. And he sits down. He has this little picnic basket, and he opens it up, pulls out a small piece of it's something wrapped in a cloth, and he takes it out. It's a little tiny loaf of bread. And he rips it in half and hands it to you. My son, you look like you need a little something.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you blessing me with this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the priest of this sanctuary?
Yes. Been here for a while. Name is Ezekiel.
Pleasure to meet you, Ezekiel. I'm Varrick.
Ah,
This is a charming little town.
that it is. Quiet.
Seems to be full of a lot of people.
Quiet but busy. Quiet in this chapel, anyway. People aren't as drawn to the faith like we are anymore, right?
This is true, but those who need it find it.
Yes. Well, this old chapel. It was nice of Zoc to let me build here.
You've done well.
Yes.
I've travelled not too long ago, left the capital, started making my way through the marsh. I overheard some of the people in the city talking. It sounds like there's been some issues with the capital in here.
No issues.
No? I thought the
No.
capital was meant to be patrons for the city and did nothing to help them.
No. But my boy, it's okay. Because faith brought what was needed to this town to build it back up. See, we can't rely on people. We rely on faith and our All-Father to provide what's needed. The people of this town needed help and guidance. So people all over the All-Father brought them all here to the town. They built it. And the All-Father rejoices in the kingdom.
He does. And he brought them all here, all to be aided, all to be guided through whatever they're facing, and all to be cleansed.
Well, my son, I was just finishing up reading a couple passages in the Book of Astra. Would you like to light a candle with me?
I would.
He slowly gets up, and he kind of struggling to get up a little bit. And he grabs his cane and he like pushes himself up. And he slowly
Yeah,
walks
okay.
over. He
Can I try
gives
and
you a
take
thing,
his hand and help him up?
and he slowly makes his way over with his little cane. And he takes these little, almost like incense candles, and he lights one, and he lights his, and mouths a prayer, and he hands it over to you.
Light one of the candles as well. I stand with him for a moment and just contemplate.
And he looks at you for a second, and he touches your face, and he closes your eyes, and he taps a specific part in your brain, and you, Varrick, are transported. Something you've never seen before. You look over, and you see this vision. You see this vision of people in the marsh taking up arms against the Harbingers, and they're sitting there spraying, they're shooting. They throw down their weapons, and you see fighting. Then you kind of almost blink it. You see all these people are down. And you see priests gathered around these people. And they take the book and they read it. And they're hooded and you can't see them. Their faces are almost like just empty. And they close the book. And they say it. You see they reach their hands out and they say a prayer. And they walk away, and you close your eyes and you open it again, and you see the marsh burning. But you see a figure standing amidst the burn, and all of a sudden you're close to the figure. You recognize this figure as yourself. And you see this figure unbandaged with his wings out, and his wings are not like yours. His wings are these like torn wings, and they're black, covered with like ashes, black from like ashes and stuff. And he takes a deep breath in, and he walks over to you and he looks at you. We shall cleanse the earth. The marsh shall suffer its consequences, its judgment, its righteous judgment. He just gives you this like toothy smile.
Understand.
And you are awake, and the old man takes his hand off of your face. My son, I was praying a blessing upon you. And you went quiet?
A blessing it was indeed, my brother.
The All-Father give you a vision?
He did. I saw the future. And I saw my purpose here in the marsh. I will be part of its cleansing. Part of restoring the marsh to its glory.
Excellent. Excellent, Father. He smiles at you. Oh, go ahead.
The only thing is that there is much work to be done. For it to be built up, much still needs to be torn down. Thank you
Okay.
for confirming my path, brother.
And he kind of nods. Guys, as Varrick walks out, he pushes the door and looks back. Just a smirk. As the door swings open, the priest that blessed him spread out on the altar in the form of the lion, blood dripping down his neck, and his eyes
Rest,
cut.
brother. The cleansing starts with you. Rest now.
As he leaves, the door kind of closes in the chapel.
Hey there, Comic Clan. Did you know that Comics in the Cross are also on Patreon as well? For as little as just $2 a month, you can get access to all of our content from YouTube early before it drops here. That includes reviews for our comic books, tabletop gaming and video game channels, as well as the Indie Comic Book Club and our Let's Talk Comic interview show. Also, there is exclusive content available just to our Patreon subscribers. That includes watch-alongs, interviews, and a lot of behind-the-scenes information and goings-on in Comics in the Cross. If this sounds like something you'd be interested in checking out, then please go and check out the link for patreon.com/comicsinthecross. And if you do choose to support us and partner with us, then we are super grateful for that. And thank you so much for your kind and generous support. But for now, that's all from me. Let's head on back into your video.
You guys gather in the center of town where Daisy had you gather. You guys all meet up with her. The time you're supposed to meet up in the center. Daisy, you see the rest of your squad walk forward. Take it away.
All right. Let's go to the O-Large. Lieutenant,
Ma'am?
do you think we could get a room there?
Oh yeah, I think we can. These people seem most welcoming.
Understood. All right, guys, let's move out. No one talks anything until we get there. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you guys make it to the O-Lodge. I'll just cut to it. You guys make it to the O-Lodge. You guys get a private room. And they say you could just pay whenever. And it's the biggest room they have. They've kind of renovated. And there's a room kind of in the back that has this large table. It's a private room. It's like a bigger room. There's a table in the middle, and there's like 4 different bedrooms leading onto it. It's their presidential suite. And so you guys all take a seat at the table.
So I take my bag, I set it next to me, and then I take, like, a jacket or one of the extra shirts, and I just kind of plug up, like, the bottom of the doorway. Just a little bit. Alright. Lieutenant, report what you've learned.
Unfortunately, I don't... Spent some time with... might be the leader's son of this place. I tried to get any information out. He doesn't seem to know much. That's kind of it. I mean, I honestly, I never saw anything. Strangely enough, though I was really hoping for something.
Understood. Alright, Jim. Report. I see that you had fun. Why are you covered in grease?
Actually got a job. I'm deep undercover. Like, so deep that I actually am on the payroll of the local mechanic shop. And let me tell you something, I have the dirt.
Okay. Me, Jim.
They have really strong beer here. Like, really strong. Like, I had one and I was done. I think there is a rather large narcotics and liquor smuggling operation going through this mechanic shop. I would bet my life on it.
I'm gonna check his eyes.
I feel like I'm looking right at her, but I'm slightly off. Or my eyes are cross-eyed.
You could tell he's toasted pretty hard. He definitely had another 3 before he left the shop.
Hey, but I didn't kill him. She told me we're not gonna kill anybody, so we regroup, and we regrouped. So I'm gonna go kill him now, and I start turning away.
No. Jim, I think you've done enough. Thank you for all that valuable information. Just to let you know, narcotics nor alcohol is illegal.
I did not know
So, yeah. Okay. Jim, why don't you just, you know what? I think you deserve a rest. Why don't you just lay
that.
down
Hey,
in
other than
one of
that
the
though,
bedrooms there?
it seems like a really nice town. Like the people really,
Uh-huh.
really friendly. Got a lot of kids. You know, they got a lot of shops. It seems really cool. I don't think anything bad
Lieutenant-
other than this is going on.
Lieutenant, escort him just to one of the rooms for me, please.
Can do.
You pick
Thank
him
you.
up and he just blows chunks.
Oh boy.
Man, that's all my good boots.
All right, Mira and Azula, report, please.
I honestly didn't find out much. I just found out more that these people seem like they're being taken advantage of and they're really trying to survive.
Taken advantage of. Explain.
Like, they just don't have any opportunities to make a good wage.
I learned how you make a wall. You mix the concrete, and then you put the bricks down, and then you put the concrete down, and then you put the bricks down, and then you put the concrete down, and so on and so on and so on.
Daisy, I want you to roll a perception check for me, please.
Huh?
Roll a perception check. For me.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Oh, I got a 5.
It doesn't. Oh god. You think you noticed something on Azula's neck? Azula glitches.
Oh no.
Just kind of pulls her collar up a little bit.
Alright. First of all, I have no idea what concrete is.
My love.
Oh goodness.
Oh, okay. Azula, I will not ask where your whereabouts after mixing the
But-
concrete was. But what is concrete? Explain.
She's deep undercovers.
Under all the covers.
It's this like
It's like a...
sticky
It's like a.
sticky stuff that you use to stick bricks to other
Somebody was laying something.
something. I don't know, but these people seem really nice, and they can give you lots of pleasure and.
What?
Did everybody? Okay.
I missed that while I was helping someone
Walked
give
away. That's your own
birth.
fault. You missed out.
Yeah, you're the one that walked away.
Did everybody
And I'm
get drugs
glad.
here? What is going on? What kind of company is this?
Yeah,
All right, Varrick.
and yeah, this doesn't seem like the place we should be setting that device off. And so what? We should just go. You know. My
Azula, your order is to stay here. I heard you. All right, Varrick, report.
I went to the Temple of the Voice of the Lion and I spoke with the priest there. Elderly gentleman, but knows a lot of the ins and outs of what's going on in the town. And I had suspicions confirmed that destruction is coming to the marsh. This is the right location, and this, what we have planned, needs to take place. The fronts may be there, they may be putting on a good facade, but this mission needs to happen for the good of the marsh.
Varrick, I saw in your records that you like to do cleansing rituals.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
the case in this situation as well?
The beast and I were involved in a cleansing ritual, as is code with their order.
All right, Lieutenant. My chambers. The rest
Yep.
of you, good work. Rest up. We're gonna go eat dinner at the house of the leader. So rest up. Take a break, Lieutenant. Room now.
Ma'am. Yep.
So I go in my room and I'm like, and you know, you kind of see Daisy Star just for like a little bit, just kind of looks cross, but also like slightly worried. Lieutenant,
Ma'am.
I am confused on the purpose of our mission here. Everything in my training, all the signs are not pointing to a rebel location.
You know, I actually agree. It didn't take long before this kid started hassling me. I didn't see any signs. But that, I didn't know if that was just me or what, so.
No, Zoc was very open and he showed me the whole town. He
You
was
think we
polite, no nervousness, no shiftiness, no restricted access areas. It was kids, women.
I know I can be a
Unarmed
hard ass and stick to the job, but I kind of agree. Kids are kind of that's not what I do.
That's not we do. The Capitol Guard, Handbook Section 65. It states, only under very extreme circumstances are women and children ever to be taken. For the Marsh is few.
You're right. There's a pretty good chance I might have made a mistake back at base. And I'm willing to atone for it however I need to.
Lieutenant, you were under orders,
Yeah,
and we
I
don't
was.
blame you.
Thank you.
My concern is who's giving these orders. Because apparently they're not following by the code, and I don't like it.
Yeah, the colonel told me that you... So it was my job to make the execution.
Yep.
So I listened because that's what I did. Followed orders.
Thing. Do you know how many times I've memorized the code, Lieutenant?
I bet a lot. That's probably why you're in the position you're in.
I memorized that the first year I was on, and I've read it once a year ever since.
That's amazing.
Code hasn't changed, but the people seem to be. So, Varrick. He concerns me.
Yeah, might want to keep our eye on him.
He is the strangest voice of the Lion Priest I've ever met.
Yeah, I know he's a holy man, and I mean, I always get bad vibes from holy men just because I don't know necessarily what they're selling, but he's an extra kind of crazy. It seems.
Temple. While our team rests up.
Hmm.
I want to see what Varrick left behind because you know him and I know him. His cleansing rituals.
Yep, we've seen his records.
Lieutenant? I'm not gonna blow up the city. Not unless I know for sure.
Yeah, I think we need to have that. We need to have that dinner with Zoc, their leader. Go from there. But right now, I can say that I'm with you. I don't see a reason to.
Understood. Alright, let's move out. Let's go. Let's go to the temple.
Let's do it.
Daisy, you walk out, you and the lieutenant walk out, and you see Varrick, and he is mumbling something, and you see his face look like he looks sick. And he is he's almost convulsing, just like back and forth, mumbling something. He looks up at you and he just mumbles something, and he's trying just looks absolutely like just terrible. You're muted, or couldn't hear you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, Private Mira.
Yes. Ma'am.
It's Varrick for me. He doesn't look too well. Me and Lieutenant are just gonna go on a recon real quick. We'll be back in 1 hour.
Yes, ma'am.
Do I know anything like more about Varrick? Like just from my background?
No, you know nothing about it. The lieutenant knows a little bit about him. Daisy, I'm also gonna say that you kind of change. You leave your bags and stuff in the room. You just kind of take what you have, your clothes, your jacket, and stuff, just so you're like even more like comfortable and stuff as you want to present yourself to Zoc. So you leave your bag behind. You have your comfortable clothes, your hat, and then you and the lieutenant are headed down, right?
Yeah. We're heading down just to kind of look at the temple real quick.
Okay, so you guys head on down, and you see them escorting. There's a couple people with like a makeshift gurney. And there's a sheet draped over it, and they're walking out of the temple.
Wait.
And, yes.
What happened? We were gonna come to the temple.
Something got in here, ma'am. Don't know what it is. Some kind of animal, it looks like. Ripped this man's neck.
Oh, I know animal markings. Can I take a look at the body real quick?
Oh, no,
Me and
ma'am,
Lieutenant.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I nicknamed him Lieutenant. He's one of my oldest friends. He kind of got stuck in the marsh.
Nickname. Sorry, under Zoc's orders, we're not allowed to. This needs to be taken out because we've had some problems in the past with disease, and so we are instructed to, if somebody dies in town, we have to take bodies out.
Okay, no worries.
And I don't really know who you are, so I don't really feel comfortable. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand. I'll respect you guys. Can we go into the temple?
Yeah, you're welcome.
So-
It's a place of worship. Just there, we do need to. Yeah, and he just keeps walking. Whether he has the gurney, two of them just keep walking. And as you walk in, you see two Haltor they're just like wiping the floors and kind of cleaning up. They have like a washcloth, and they're just like wiping the blood from the floors.
And I just kind of lean over and I whisper, Lieutenant, I don't think I need to see any more. Do you?
Nope. I mean, said it was a cleansing.
Yep. Alright, let's go get the group. I don't want us to be late for dinner.
Let's do it.
You guys walk back, and you see that the group have all kind of like conked out. They've all laid down, taken naps. Varrick is not there.
What? I don't even get a roll for it.
I immediately go into the my room because I know I left my bag in there.
Your bag is there. Leaning right where you left it.
I'm gonna open the bag.
You see the weapon, the bomb still in there. Just then, see Varrick walk back upstairs. And he looks better. He doesn't look as sick. He still doesn't look great, but he looks like he's looking... He looks better. Let's just say that. When you see him kind of like, he has like a washcloth thing kind of dabbing his neck a little bit. He's kind of cleaning himself up.
Varrick, you feeling okay?
Muted.
Yes, feeling better, Captain. Thank you.
Alright guys, let's ready ourselves. We got a dinner to go to, and I take the bag and I like strap it on and click it in like so it's like on me now.
You guys all walk down and you go to Zox, and he has a larger table, like makeshift table. And Zev looks at Guerrero. Hey, dude, come sit with me. Dad, this is my friend. And Zoc looks over like, what the?
I don't know if I'd call it that, but how's it going, kid?
Man, Dad, we were shooting pumpkins today, and he once again. Zoc looks like pumpkins.
That's all it was. Pleasure to meet you.
Okay. And kind of like Zev. No, Dad. Were you hassling people for alcohol again? No. Right, Guerrero?
I called his bluff. I knew what he was trying to do.
Zoc welcomes everybody. Okay, whatever. And he stands up. He's like, just want to welcome everybody to my home. Thank you guys so much. It's nice to meet new faces, and we hope you stick around. This is a lovely built town, and we wanted to welcome you all as a part of it. I've had a few of the residents today. Mira spoke with Zoe, and saw her beautiful baby, and she said to thank you, and thank you so much for bringing her. And Bob had great things to say about you, Azula.
Oh, Bob, yeah. We got to know each other pretty well.
That's what I've heard. Almost too much.
Yeah.
I don't really want to hear any more. Just shut your mouth, please. Bubba told me about you, a little bit about you. James, or Ernest? I can't remember.
It's Ernest, and I look at the group. It's Ernest. Ernest P. Worstel is the name.
Okay.
That's my whole name, if you want
That's
it.
a long name. But
Yeah.
anyway.
You can just call me Ernest, though.
You might have a place. And, yeah. And Zev is speaking highly of you, Mr. Guerrero. And so, yes, I'm sorry, we did kind of play you guys. I do, when new people do come to town, we kind of let them wander around and meet with some of our other people in town, and I like to go and talk to the people that you guys have talked to kind of give a vibe, to see how they feel about you. And the vibe is great. I've had great things. And you guys had another person with you, right? You guys are missing... there was a priest? You guys look
We all
around and
turn.
Varrick is gone again.
Yeah, we did.
He did like to kind of go and just fly in the night air, so he'll return back soon.
I did see him walk by. He did look ill. Is he okay?
I hope he's okay. He hasn't mentioned anything to us. Next time he comes in, I'll check in on him. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent. So, I will say this for new people, and I don't want to be pushy at all, but we are welcoming citizenship to the Sound of Sunset. You are interested. We all got good vibes about you. We'd love to have you part of our town. What do you say?
Well, I don't want to burst your bubble, but I actually already work here, so I'm like an honorary citizen.
Well, and Zoc chuckles. Yeah. Sure.
Well, I mean, I might have a boyfriend here now, so
Uh-oh.
Bob is kicking your foot out. He's come in. He's sitting across from you. He's kicking your foot under the table.
Ow! I didn't know we weren't telling people. I don't know.
Don't let him hide you, girl.
Miss Star, what do you say?
Well, it's alright if you all think about it. I'm kind of a traveler.
Okay, no rush, but you guys are welcome in our town.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Do you have any questions for us?
Actually, well, I guess that's my biggest concern.
Yeah.
Is, well, the marsh is getting tougher and tougher to wander in. Especially with the whole rebellion and capital, and how do you guys manage?
I told you earlier, Star. The greatest resource in the marsh. Not the buildings, not the bullets, not the guns. People. This city was nothing years ago. And the Hawtors, after there was a battle here with a certain traitorous Nile. Once he was down and we rebuilt the city, we built it back up. More people heard, and they came, and they came, and they came. The capital, they quit on us. Me and my wife and my kids, we didn't quit on these people. We built it up. People came all around the marsh for a safe place. Because like you said, life is hard out there. This is safety, Miss Star. The sunset is safe. It's a place where people could come, feel free. Free from monsters, free from oppression. And when I say oppression, I'm talking about just how what the marsh does to the people. Because this world is an oppressive world. I've seen some things as traveling. You know, my dad, you may have heard the stories. He looks at all of you. My dad in the mountains just took over and was going to exterminate our people, was going to end our people with his own foolish and selfishness.
So, would mind if I ask a question? So, no thoughts of trying to get back at the capital, or any? Do you know of any groups around these parts trying to maybe thinking about getting back at the capital in your name?
Heard of one. We don't associate. His name's Omega.
Oh. So where are they from?
I don't know. I've heard that name float around. I don't know who that is. I heard the name. These guys with masks approached us. We thought they were part of the cult we had several years back, but they're something else. They're someone else.
Marsh does have a cult problem, that is for sure.
Yeah, it does.
But this Omega, I don't know. He wanted us, a part of our city, to be part of their... And I told him no. We're just trying to get by. We don't have any beef with the capital. We're just trying to live. That's the truth. If you guys want, you can all roll an insight check.
Yeah, definitely. I need to double check what my insight is if I have any.
You're all welcome to do it if you want.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
What's insight? Is it sharpshooting or what is it?
Insight is it's right underneath the lying.
Definitely didn't.
Oh,
have
there
yet.
it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth down on the skill. On skills.
I got a 10.
I got a 2.
Oh shoot! Hold on.
I got a 15.
Ooh, 18.
Oh,
Ernest.
good.
What'd you get?
Who are you?
Can't hear you.
I got a 9. Sorry, I thought I unmuted, but I apparently muted when I talked.
The rest of you don't get it, but Daisy and Guerrero.
That checks out.
I was gonna say that tracks.
Yeah.
100% he is telling the truth. You feel it.
Well, which way did they head out of town? Do you remember? I wouldn't want to go that way. I don't need another cult to run into.
South. As far as I know. I'll tell you this, though. Though I don't agree. And I'm tired of the violence. I'm tired of the destruction. I'm just tired of it. They may have a point. Capital. Though I don't want to be involved. Has been oppressing a lot of people. People are getting fed up.
So in that case, would you say the capital denying your acceptance into their territory would be considered oppression? Like maybe they just want things to be the same old rundown way they've always been. They don't want change that you're bringing.
I'll tell you this. The capital not putting us part of their community, rejecting us, was the best damn thing that's ever happened. I don't want harbingers in my town. I've seen what the
It's
harbingers
like-
do. You guys are all harbingers. I've seen what the harbingers do and the cruelty that they've done to other towns. You guys aware of what the capital's been doing?
As far as I know, the harbingers, they stick by a code, right?
No. There's no code with these people starting to rebel. From what I understand. People are tired. Pain and suffering. They're tired of these harbingers coming into town. Taking them for all that's worth. Apparently the capital's running out of resources.
Between you and me, Zoc, I think the Harbingers are a bunch of bastards. All of them.
That they are.
And I slam my drink down.
He looks, he goes, People are tired. People are tired of Harbingers coming to town and taking everything from them and draining them of their resources. That's why those people have abandoned their towns and ended up here in Sunset. Because they're tired. And the ones that want to fight have joined Omega. And they're going to fight back for their freedom. I was brought up and I heard rumors that the capital is the good guys. They're not. The Grand Superior, or whatever her name is the villain of the story. She wants control. The Marsh. She wants everyone to submit. And free places like this in Sunset are rare and few and far between, and it's only a matter of time before she sends her cronies after us. And I'll be honest with you, gang, I don't know what we would do. They want to destroy us, eventually. They don't want free and fair cities. And that's the truth about it.
Heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Garo.
Yeah.
And you could hear the awkwardness come out of.
Yeah.
And like even you were like.
Oh yeah.
I think we need to go
like,
find.
man.
I'm sorry. I'm starting to get worried about our friend Varrick.
As you
I
said
think we
that,
need to step
Varrick
outside.
walks in. He's just kind of patting his face like he was doing earlier, where he seemed like he was sick. He was just kind of patting his face.
Varrick,
Oh.
you good?
Priest? You okay?
Yeah. Feeling a bit rough, but I'm okay. Thank you for your concern.
Well, dinner is served if you're hungry.
Oh.
And they bring out fire fang steaks.
Oh, this is lovely.
Zev leans in and he leans into the lieutenant and says, "I shot this one."
Nice kid.
Oh.
And you guys eat your meal. And thought, you guys are getting up, ready to leave, and he shakes y'all's hand. He said the offer's on the table. And Varrick, fortunately, our priest passed away this afternoon, and if you are more than welcome to take a spot in town.
I appreciate the offer. That's very kind of you.
Think about it, get back with us, and we'll all be good. Well, I heard y'all are staying at the O Lodge, so it is getting late. You guys may want to go. We do have a fire fang problem around here. But you guys head to the O Lodge. Take care, alright?
Thank you for your meal and your hospitality.
Absolutely.
Ditto. Thank you.
I give Bob a kiss goodnight.
Oh
He
boy.
kisses you back. Very leans in and does that
Okay.
off your feet.
Dang.
Brings you back up.
Thanks for playing footsies with me during dinner, babe.
We'll do more of that later. You guys get up and you take your leave in town. As you do, you're walking out. Another group is walking in, led by a human, a Quell. No, not a Quell. Sorry. Ooh, it's been too long.
Whew, I was gonna say.
A human, a feathered, a little tiny Shiftin, another Hawthorne, excuse me,
And the Hawthorne.
And a Hawthorne.
a weird looking fish guy, and a robot pass by, and you guys kind of look at each other as you're passing by. And this group heads into town. So you guys are walking out. You guys just pass each other. And the soldiers, you guys are out in the desert. Look at the town. Is there any conversations that want to be had?
Go to Lieutenant. I send the team back to the old lodge quarters. I just keep Lieutenant behind. I take Lieutenant to like the outskirts of town, like right in the middle of the desert. Lieutenant, we can't do it. They're innocent. We're not supposed to kill the innocent.
Yeah. We gotta... Man, I feel like I gotta do something, but it's my guilt. I mean, also, like, we gotta... There's gotta be a way we can help.
I start digging like a hole. I drop the walkie. I take my backpack off. And I drop it in the hole. I bury it.
Roll a perception as you drop the bag in the hole.
Ooh.
Uh, 15.
You notice the weight feels different.
Oh.
Oh no.
Dear goodness. I open the bag.
Oh god.
The bomb is missing.
Oh god.
You look at the lieutenant. You know exactly what's about to happen.
If I could go pale faced, I would, but
We both go pale face.
You guys run to the top. And you see Varrick. Not the old lodge, but on a hill. With a detonator. And he hits the plunger.
Praise
And then
be. Let the cleansing begin.
I take
As
my
it does
rifle
it,
out.
In the background, you hear a massive explosion. And guys, that is where we're ending tonight's session.
Shoot him! No. Ugh.
I know this is a little shorter than where we
No,
usually go,
it's-
but this
it's a
this
good
was where we
setup,
needed
though.
to stop.
it's a good setup.
Guys, that is the end of
I hate
session
you.
42, Operation Sundown. Join us for session 43, where we play our original. We go back to our original characters, who may have just blown up. So, that is it for us tonight. Thank you for joining us. This has been fun.
Yeah, this
Honestly,
is cool.
I did
Yeah.
not expect to love the soldier story as much as I am, and we're only
I
2
Yeah.
know,
seasons in
it's
with
so
these guys.
good.
I know.
That was really fun to roleplay
Yeah.
too. Like
It was
Yeah.
the roleplay was great this session, and it was
Yeah.
cool to see familiar faces and stuff. But
Yeah.
we are going to pick it back up. Not
Good to
this
see them.
week.
You're not going to see them anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are gonna pick up not this week, but the following week. Because, like I said at the beginning, the staff is finally
Yeah.
getting together in person, which is super exciting. But before we do that, we do have a really fun week planned. So tomorrow, I don't think we have anything on the schedule.
Nothing tomorrow.
No.
First thing next is going to be on Tuesday, where Spacehawk and LJ are going to
Yep.
be playing some Gears of War and kicking off a playthrough of that series, hopefully.
Nice.
Yep. Our
Um,
goal, me and LJ's goal, is to play through the entire series, and then eventually, when the Emergence Day, the day one or whatever game comes out, we're going to be playing through that one too. So that is our goal, is to play through that.
Yep.
So that'll be kicking off on Tuesday. Wednesday night, I will be back. I kicked off my new playthrough last week and started playing Borderlands, so I will be back with that on Wednesday night. Absolutely loved my first session of that, so I'm excited to get back into that
I
game.
knew you would like it.
Because all I've had is everybody telling me the
Best
second
game ever.
game's amazing. The second game's amazing. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is Mass Effect all over again. Like I'm playing the first game, getting told how much better it's about to be. On Thursday, we don't have anything, I don't believe.
Yeah, no, because I'll be.
No, because you'll be traveling, LJ. And then we don't have anything Friday either because my plans have just recently changed for Friday, so we'll be able to stream.
I was like, what are you making that schedule for?
Yeah, what? Starting Friday, guys.
Look, I misread it. I asked him if he was going to still be there for Thursday for his game, and his response was, "I'll be there." And I took that as, yes, I'll be there to play, not I'll be there in your hometown. So
In your hood.
So he said that, so of course I had to rewrite the whole schedule, and then of course realized, and then of course I found out one of the hangouts we're doing is Friday night, not Sunday, which is what I'd thought it'd been the whole time. So I had to rewrite the schedule for Friday night. So we're back on Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's it for this week. And then we'll be back next week beyond that.
But guys, that is it for this week. If you haven't already, definitely check out our YouTube channels. I have a video coming out tomorrow. I think we have, what is it, Last of Us tomorrow? Cross?
I think it's Last of Us tomorrow.
Right.
Mass Effect, I think, is next week.
So
Yeah.
I just recently picked up the Last of Us board game. So
Dude,
if you're a
video
fan of the
games.
game series or the TV series, go check out that review. It's dropping tomorrow for The Last of Us. And then, of course, the following week, we do have the Mass Effect board game. I did a review on that as well. So definitely go check out our YouTube channels. And then, Cross, you've just put out some stuff for the comic channel, right?
Yeah, so on Friday we just dropped our most recent video, our first video back after the break, and it was The Fog Within, one of the comics that I backed on Kickstarter. Hell of a way to kick it off, getting back into stuff. And then coming up this week, I'm going to be looking back at the Space Ghost series. We're covering the latest issues of that. And also, tomorrow night we record our latest Let's Talk Comics interview. We'll be talking to Dakota Brown, the author of Death Comes for the Toymaker, which we reviewed as part of the Indie Comic Book Club in December. So we're now going to be talking to the creator. So that should hopefully be coming out. If not this week, it'll drop the following week. But we're recording it this week.
And then LJ has put out some stuff for the video game channel as well. You want to?
Yeah, I just put out a Game of the Year video. I initially planned to get done before the big new year, but that's honestly one of my longest videos. I'm really happy with how it turned out, so go check that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But be sure to go check out all three channels. We put out so much content, guys. It's insane. So, well, that is it for us tonight. Stay safe, stay nerdy, be blessed, and we will catch you next time for more.